Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and my peeps? Peter Joseph here for another video on this Sunday afternoon, right here on Metal God 669. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now. That's it. That's all I gotta do. I'm not gonna do a big long intro. But it is what it is. That's that. So like the video and subscribe right now to the channel. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday afternoon, the end of a great weekend here in the Northeast or wherever you may be. Hopefully your weekend was great. Mine was amazing. Last 2 nights, amazing shit with some indie wrestling on last night, and then the night before some bombastic rock and roll right here in Brooklyn. It was great. Had fun. Met some new bands. It was great. Kicked fucking ass. And that's pretty much it. I had an amazing weekend. Probably one of my best weekends ever. And that's it. And Memorial Day weekend, next weekend, hopefully be another good weekend. We've got Night of Champions next weekend. Or this Saturday, actually. And then next Sunday, Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground at the same goddamn time. But really, what are you going to watch? I mean, literally, what are you going to watch? I think a lot of people are going to be watching Double or Nothing instead of NXT Battleground. But, you know, it is what it is. So, got a full week slate of videos coming your way. Raw tomorrow night. I will be doing SmackDown and Rampage later today. I meant to do it last night, but I was out, so couldn't do it last night. I didn't get home till like 12:30, and I fell asleep, so that's that. But you will get your SmackDown Rampage review. We'll be live later on today, sometime this evening, and get that out of the way, and then get you ready for Monday night. Tomorrow night, the go-home show before Night of Champions this coming Saturday. So we'll get that out of the way. And then Tuesday we got NXT, the go-home show before Battleground. And then Dynamite Wednesday from Vegas. There's a lot of go-home shows this week, except for Ring of Honor. And that's basically it. You know, Wednesday night Dynamite from Vegas. Tony Khan's kind of another big announcement where Collision's going to be. It may not be in Chicago. It might be at Daly's place in Orlando, Florida. Wait, not Orlando. Jacksonville, Florida. So, unless they come to an agreement with CM Punk the next 2 days, really. We try today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Or won't be by Wednesday, but we'll see what happens with that. And then Thursday, we've got Impact go-home show before Under Siege on Friday. And then Ring of Honor TV, episode 13. And then a taped SmackDown this Friday night. And I believe Rampage is on Friday. I don't know. I didn't check when Rampage is on this week. It'll suck if it's, well, not really suck if it's on Saturday. Because we'll be watching Night of Champions and then Rampage later on. But we shall see what happens this week. And then we got, like I said, we got Night of Champions and then the pay-per-views on next Sunday. And then Memorial Day Monday Night Raw, as we're going into the beautiful month of June. The start of summer is coming. Well, next week is unofficially the start of summer, but next week, actually not next week, in a couple weeks, we'll be starting officially the beautiful season of summer. Can't wait. Hopefully, everybody, most of you, have a great summer. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to have an amazing summer, hopefully. But we'll see what happens with that. We get there. We're not there yet. But we got a couple of months, a couple of weeks to go before summer officially starts. And then we'll get through July, August, and then Labor Day weekends. Pretty much around the corner after that. So, we shall see what happens with everything. Alright, so, like I said, I had an amazing weekend. Met some great bands. If you haven't seen my last 4 videos, then you know. Some good old-fashioned rock and roll here in Brooklyn. The other night, not last night, but the other night, it was. I put it up on Saturday night when I was at Indie Wrestling. I put it up. So it is what it is. Whatever day it was, I don't give a shit. You weren't there. I was. So be jealous. And that's all I gotta say about that. Because Mr. VIP goes everywhere. And if you didn't, those music videos show I have a job. Because I was running the audio board while taking pictures as well. So, and fuck you if you think I don't have a job. I got paid pretty well that night, so pretty well. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, meeting some great people, some old friends, some new friends in Brooklyn, New York last night. It was great. I loved it. And that's it. All right, enough about that bullshit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the video. And as always on this channel, well, most of the time, tribute videos to the faithful departed in music, wrestling, other sports, and movies, and all that other good shit. But this past week, we lost 2 big legends in the world of wrestling and the world of football. Now, we lost on Friday night. So, let me get to the first one. Friday night, we lost Jim Brown, a legend in football, Hall of Famer, who grew up with the Browns, played with the Browns for 9 seasons. He died at the age of 87. Probably one of the greatest football players of all time. Along with all the other Niners players like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and others. But it is what it is. But Joe Brown's somebody else. That's Judge Joe Brown. Jim Brown died at the age of 87. Like I said, played briefly in the NFL, 9-year career with the Cleveland Browns, arguably the league's best running back in every single one of his seasons. He's the only man in NFL history to average at least 100 yards per game. He was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Was named to the NFL's 1960s All-Decade Team, as well as the 50th, 75th, and 100th anniversary all-time teams. Guy's a legend. Led the NFL in rushing yards in 8 of his 9 seasons. Led the league in both yards and touchdowns in 5 of them. Won league MVP 3 times. Named a Pro Bowler in each of his 9 seasons. And a first-team All-Pro in 8 of the 9 seasons before abruptly retiring from the game in 1966 at the young age of 30. So, he's pretty young, unlike Brady! But, just saying. He owned most rushing NFL rushing records, and then they were eventually broken by guys like Emmitt Smith and so many others that came after him. But I mean, he was a legend. I never saw him play, obviously, because I wasn't born yet, but I do know of him from old tapes and stuff like that. The Browns released a statement in the wake of his passing. Jim Brown's a true icon of not just the Cleveland Browns, but the entire NFL. He was certainly the greatest to ever put on a Browns uniform, and arguably one of the greatest players in NFL history. Jim was one of the reasons the Browns have such a tremendous fan base today. Well, besides the dog pound. So many people grew up watching him just dominate every time he stepped onto the football field. But his countless accolades on the field only tell a small part of his story. And, I mean, he inspired a lot of football players that came way after him, like Walton Payton, Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, Martin, so many others I can't even name off the top of my head. But he is a legend and will be sorely missed in the world of football. This season for the Browns, they're going to pay tribute and memory to Jim Brown. That they're going to have a patch. They're going to do some stuff regarding him, I would assume. I think his jersey's already hung up in Brown Stadium and all that other good stuff. Probably do like a stack. I don't know if there is a statue, but there probably should be a statue of Jim Brown outside the Brown Stadium. But or in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he was also a key voice in the 1960 Civil Rights Movement, along with athletes like Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then known as Lou Alcindor, if you know those who don't know him, Muhammad Ali, after he was Cassius Clay. 1967, he organized a meeting in Cleveland of the nation's top black athletes to support Ali's fight against the war in Vietnam. Viet-fucking-nam! In the 70s, Brown founded the Amer I Can Foundation, which teaches life skills to gang members and prisoners, which remains active right now, which is great. Brown was arrested in 1968, charged with assault with intent to commit murder after police found his then-girlfriend, model Eva Bon Chin, bloodied and injured at his home. Suspected that he threw her off the balcony. Jeez. Charges were dismissed after Bon Chin refused, and she lived to tell about this. Bon Chin refused to cooperate with prosecutors. He was also charged with and convicted of misdemeanor battery for beating and choking his golf partner in 1975. Wow. You gave me the wrong club! Anyway, in 1977, he was charged with making terroristic threats towards his second wife, Monique Brown, among several other violent incidents. So he wasn't such a model citizen, if you will. After he retired from football, he wasn't such a great model citizen for people, but still. During an interview from jail while he was serving time after refusing to attend domestic violence counseling, he acknowledged that he had issues with anger, but denied that he had issues with women. Well, anger does lead to that sort of thing, so. But then again, it is what it is. But I think over the years after that, I think he went through training and everything. Wasn't so bad to women as far as I know. After that incident in '97, but. Who knows, but we don't know. But in any case, Jim Brown, a Cleveland Browns legend, passed away Thursday night, but we found out about it Friday, at the age of 87. He's the most decorated running back in the league, like I said, which his career ended in 1965. But a great player that is going to be sorely missed. So, as I always do in my rest in peace videos, I like to take a ceremonial toast of whatever I got. I got some orange soda in here. So, big ups to, I got Burger King last night, so what. So, toast to Jim Brown, a great running back. Cheers. And that's pretty much it. Also, another loss, another death that happened this past week. On Wednesday during Dynamite, we found out that superstar Billy Graham died at the age of 79 due to a long illness and battle with, he had an ear infection that went into his brain, and he was still fighting the good fight, but eventually he was really, really, really messed up, and there were reports that his health was deteriorating, and we were trying to pull for him that he would make some type of recovery, but, you know, in the last days of last week, he was getting worse. Then the doctors put him on life support, and then, you know, Wednesday, his wife Valerie took him off life support, and then later on he passed away. And then Ric Flair went on Twitter and announced that superstar Billy Graham has passed away. I'm surprised that, you know, during a live Dynamite, like I think it was around the 9 o'clock hour, they mentioned Billy Graham's death. So that was kind of you know, surprising at first, you know, and then good to hear about his death, and then, you know, good on AEW that they, you know, talked about this. I mean, they did the same thing on SmackDown about that. So it is what it is, and that's pretty much it for that. So superstar Billy Graham, I'm not going to go into all his accolades and anything like that, but, you know, he inspired guys like Hogan and Scott Steiner and The Ultimate Warrior, guys like that big freaking physique brother, you know, with the steroids, you know, and he was outspoken about that, and really told Vince McMahon to clean up his act, you know, and had basically had Hogan bail him out, because he would have been in jail for a very long time, and I don't think WWE wouldn't have been anything if Vince McMahon would have went to jail for the steroid case in the early 90s. WWF was already down the toilet as it is in the early 90s, and then we all know what happened in 96, 97 with the Attitude Era coming around. Basically saved WWE from utter destruction and probably going out of business. But, you know, so we have to thank Hogan for that. Hogan for saving Vince McMahon and the WWF at the time, and now WWE, of course. So, but, you know, but steroid use became a problem for superstar Billy Graham, and really took a toll on his body, including, you know, the rigors of the road, and, you know, the bumps and bruises and all that shit that he took for so many years. Former WWF champion, WWF champion, who then he lost to Bob Backlund, and then he would leave WWF and then come back, then leave again, and then he made his final run in 1986. We all remember him in the Pile Driver video with Hogan and Coco Beware and Billy Jack Haynes and, you know, all the wrestlers that were in that video. With Frank the Foreman, I think his name was Frank. But, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, he was good friends with Hogan. He was a bodybuilder, so, you know, he influenced guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor. So, if it was him, with his physique as well, but I don't think that Arnold ever took steroids. I don't know that, but for a fact, but I'm just saying he might have back in the day. But you know, even in his 70s, I don't even know how old Arnold Schwarzenegger is right now. Like probably 70 or 80 years old. He still looks built, not as built as before, but I mean, it is what it is. But you know, superstar Billy Graham, a great legend in the world of professional wrestling. Remember his days from the AWA, a little bit of the early WWF before he went away for the I believe the second time, and then him coming back in '86. You know, was all right. He had a stupid karate gimmick, which didn't go anywhere at all. But you know, always remember Billy Graham for, his early days in the WWF, then the WWF. Like I said, former world champion, it didn't hold it that for a while, but then he lost to Bob Backlund, who held it for a long time. We all remember that. But, a legend, definitely, he was Hall of Famer, like I said. I think he was inducted in 2004, I believe. 2004, 2006, somewhere around that area. But prominent wrestler, and like I said, he kind of inspired the physiques of Hogan, his early days Hogan, not, later on we became Jollywood Fossil Hogan. Brother, guys like Scott Steiner, who had that muscle physique, Warrior, guys like that, guys like we see now, like Jinder Mahal is jacked to the brim. I don't think he takes or ever took a steroid, but he looks mad jacked. EC3 looks mad jacked. At one point, Juventud Guerrero was on steroids, we call it Hoovy Juice. But, but most wrestlers that you see today with big ass fucking muscles that are built like a truck, kind of got influenced and inspired by the physique of guys like Jesse the Body Ventura. What I tell you, man, and Superstar Billy Graham, and that's pretty much it. So, but Billy Graham, a legend, Hall of Famer. Now he's wrestling Abdul the Butcher and all those greats in the sky, and Andre the Giant, all those greats in that wrestling ring in the sky. So, once again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Valerie and her family and the rest of the Billy Graham family. It's a sad time right now. I think on Raw tomorrow night, they'll put up a picture in memoriam, or maybe Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick Milov will talk about it. Maybe they do something on NXT. Dynamite already did it. They announced the news, that the passing of Billy Graham. So they don't have to do it on Dynamite. I think they said something on Impact. Don't know about Ring of Honor. They did do something Friday night on SmackDown. That was nice. So, it is what it is. So, once again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Valerie and the family of Superstar Billy Graham. Also, the family of Jim Brown. My thoughts and prayers go out to that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you guys think about Superstar Billy Graham and Jim Brown's passing? Any memories you might have? Stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Rest in peace to Superstar Billy Graham and Jim Brown. And as I always say on my rest in peace videos, take each moment as it comes, because we may not know when it might be our last. Live life to 90%, like DDP says. The other 10%, I don't know. But live your life to the fullest, and take each day as it comes. Because, like I said, we might never know when it might be our last day. It could be tomorrow. It could be a couple of days from now. It could be a week, 2 weeks, months. Hopefully years. Not too many years, but long time. But we never know when the Lord Jesus Christ would call us. But hopefully not too soon for some of us. Especially guys like me and guys like you-know-who. But it is what it is. But we don't have that thing on our heads in the Saving Me video by Nickelback. I wish we did, but, imagine we did. Everybody would know when we're going to die. Be kind of weird, But then again, you won't be dead for the next 45 years, and then unexpectedly, boom, You never know. You never know in this crazy world we live in. So, but just take each day as it comes, and live life to the fullest. And that's what I preach. I always live life to the fullest, and I do the best I can to live my life the way I want to. and I'm not going anywhere yet. I don't feel like I got a few more years to go. I hope, Jesus gives me another 40, maybe 50 years. Who knows? Rose is a little bit older than me, so, our health's not in the best right now, but, we're trying to make each day, try to live it at 100%, or at least around 90 to 100%. But, we're living our best life right now. Like I said, this weekend was probably one of my best weekends in my 46 years of living on this goddamn earth. But I had fun. I had fun last night. I had fun on Friday night. Going to a party today with my family, so I'm gonna try to enjoy that. So, and then I'm gonna have this weekend's Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna be a little bit busy. Eventually, I'm gonna be busy this weekend with a couple things, and maybe going to I don't think about a baseball game this weekend. Maybe this weekend, but I'll be busy with Night of Champions. Next Sunday, I'll definitely be busy most of the day, and then getting ready for Double or Nothing. And then Memorial Day, I'll watch NXT Battleground. I will do the review early in the afternoon. I may go, will be going out for Memorial Day, hanging out with my parents and the missus, of course, for a barbecue, and then just enjoying Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start of summer. And that's pretty much it. So, should be a good summer. Hopefully I'll be on vacation, but you never know. I had to push my vacation back, so, which, it happens. What do you want me to do? But people say I'm not taking a break. I'm never taking a break. It's a fake break, blah, blah, blah. When you will not know. Trust me. When you don't see me for about a month, you'll know. And that's pretty much it. So, it's not a fake break. Trust me, it won't not be a fake break. Hopefully. But we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully I don't have to postpone it another 2 months. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready, because I gotta go to a party in the afternoon in a couple hours. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Cocoot! And if you're not down with that, well, that's too bad. Because you're SOL, and you know what that means. And you're still not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Thanks for watching. Rest in peace to Superstar Billy Graham and Jim Brown. That's it. Until next time, motherfuckers. Peace.